got some shit I'm about to rub and I'ma be home now. Fuck a bitch, I'ma make my mama be home proud. No relationships, I hate this shit. Faithful as an atheist, make a wish, close your eyes, coming forth, no disguise, baby, this me. Lately been free, I'm still chillin', no phase if they hate what they see. Hey, I can see it in the eyes, little mama know the vibes. She been drinking, feeling fine, I've been thinking for a while. Started off, oh hey, what's she doing? Get a drink of being sound, push her back into it. Hope she thought I wasn't joking, I didn't pretend. No shit, I thought it didn't matter, but it did in the end. I'm never getting caught stupid, never slipping again. But you know how that shit go, you get the itching and then the side chick come round, main chick find out, call up dumb loud, I'm so fucked now. Oh, now that's a sticky situation. Getting through it all with just a little bit of patience. So the side chick come round, main chick find out, call up dumb loud, I'm so fucked now. Oh, I had to say it again. I'm never getting caught stupid, never slipping again. It's like
What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? I do hope you are having a fantastic evening, should I say. My name is Imperium, and welcome to the Pro EU PUBG Mobile tournament brought to you by YaLLa Esports. This is Group A of the semi-final stage. I do hope I sound okay, that I sound pretty balanced. Gonna do my best to kind of tweak things here or there. The stream quality should be a lot better than when I did previously stream these games. But, so you might ask, well, what is the Pro EU PUBG Mobile tournament? It is, of course, bringing some of the best teams in Europe, as well as some of the fantastic teams, Arab teams, together to fight for a fantastic prize pool. As you can see, it is over $1,000 in prize pool for you guys. We do have Group A in today's games. 18 teams, 19 teams should I say. So 38 teams total from the ridiculous amount of teams. I think 80 teams we had. 80 teams play in the group stage, and then it whittled down to the top 38. We now have the top 19 of Group A as well as the top 19 Group B. The top 8 of that will go through to the final. But we are about to get underway right now. Let's bring it over onto the big screen. As we will see. Of course, some of the teams that are playing in this tournament. You have, of course, the likes of our Madness, Bro Red, Gamers Unite Nation Team, Attilia, One Soul Alpha, Extra Quality Team, Northern Lights, Team Plague, BZY, OBS Eternal, KYS Apothesis, Equilibrium Esports CIS, Supreme Gaming CIS, Bit Esports, Oops, Sorry Gold, Prize Gaming, The Snipers, and Shark King. So looking at where these teams are landing for you guys, there's plenty of spots. It is Sanhok. Sanhok is smaller, so the teams will generally tend to be with each other a little bit closer, and there will be a lot of third partying involved in the world of Sanhok for this game one. Let's just turn the volume down on the game just to make sure everything is all good. Right now we are on team 1. That is Arab Madness. You see a couple of teams then on around Paradise Resort. There's team 14 and team 11. We are seeing some early game action straight away. There's 5 games going on tonight. We see the Phase 1 circle. It's very much up northwards. You can see with it being up north, there's already around 30 to 35% of that Phase 1 circle is occupied by water. The teams have dropped down south. The likes of Team 4, Team 15, Team 7, Team 3 will have a bit of a harder time getting into the circle. If you are Team 15 and Team 7, as we are seeing the action going down, it might be very possible for them to head up on the north. That one member of Team 15 has not been spotted. Really? Really? Has he actually been able to swim without being touched? He is underwater right now, which means that he's taken damage, but he went behind a rock and he's able to stay protected. So we're seeing once again some early game action going down between Team 13 and Team 2. It is Camp Bravo. See the likes of Team 13 and Team 2 going up against each other. That is Bro Red against Equilibritas Esports CIS. Let's get an overview of what's going on. Early game action unfolding in the world of Sanhok. There's 16 teams being played in this group. You can see that Bro Red are split up as a 4-man team. What will be important is, can Vic get on the high ground and find angle? That's going to be the important part. If he can get on the high ground and find angle towards possibly Limit or Crystal as well as Hitachi, that could play an important part in this shining through for these teams. Phase 1 is closing in straight away. Team 15 have been able to get away from Team 7. You have Team 12, that is KYS Apothesis, is in boot camp on their own. You then have a Bit Esports in Paradise Resort and Team 11. Team 12, KYS. Team 12 is actually Equilibrium. So Equilibritas, the slots don't quite match with the team names that we were given, with the list that we were given, but we'll look to deal with it as it goes on. So, as the circle closes in, Team 3, that is Gamers Unite Nation. Gamers Unite Nation, one of the sponsors of this tournament. They have a nice easy entrance going up towards the east coast of the circle. Team 19 can camp the circle for now. Couple of shots being fired though between these two teams. You can see that Bro have made their way across. They've actually split up somewhat evenly. Getting out of Camp Bravo just like that. Avoiding the early game action is such a wise thing to do, especially in Sandhawk. You want to get a little bit closer into that circle. Make your way in. Then occupy a compound or get the high ground. It will be a little bit tougher for Team 10. OBS Eternal. Little bit of leeway right now. No crazy teams around him. You have the Lone Wolf of Team 9. BZY. But other than that, it's pretty handy for them. Team 7 hanging around on Ruins. Bit of an option can be for these teams to actually go into a circle a little bit later. If you go into a circle later, you can avoid the teams on the edge of the circle a little bit more. But now, as KOIS Team 11 head into military with Team 14 bit up above, have the footsteps being spotted. You can see your dad is there. He knows there's somebody there. Warsis is looking for him. XR is now in the back line, looking to go a little bit closer to help team up. What will Bit do? Oh, fakes on it a little bit on his own. Bubble is up on the high ground, and Jay-Z is there behind the wall. Once again, we'll get a bit of an overview. Right now, I do, of course, pin it on Team 11 to get the better of Team 14, simply from a man point of view, as Bit Esports started with 3 players. Started with 4, did lose one early on, should I say. War says losing a little bit of health, but so did Bubble. Bubble healing up. Smoke's being thrown out. Your dad is going a little bit forward. Is he going to go up? No, he's gone into the building. JC has that nice angle from across. That can put brakes on the push from Team 11. As Bubble heals himself up. Bubble with a fantastic grenade to knock down Warseas of KYS. Will this give an opportunity for Fake Sonic to join and help Bubble? As your dad is behind. Has your dad spotted him? No, not quite yet, as the wall is in the way. There is try to there around the corner though. Something they've got to be very careful of. The heal is going to come out. Or should I say the revive? Oh! Bubble getting a second knock. Will he be able to confirm it? Yes, he is. That makes it a 3v3 play. Bubble being a one-man army. He doesn't need support from the rest of his team. Although certainly would help in this situation. As XR. War says. And your dad. Gonna have to maybe just push back a little bit and go, is it really worth it? We don't really know where they are. But they know where we are. Great play by BE Sports to hold on and get that kill. All the while, we've seen phase 2 pop up. Bro Esports and Bro Red, should I say, and Team 13. That is Supreme Gaming CIS. Although initially a knock was handed over onto Vic early on, it does seem like he's been revived quite successfully. Limit slowly bleeding out, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's not. He's just got no health. So S2 down to 3 players with Limit on no health. His helmet is absolutely ripped to shreds. It's not looking good for him. Let's have a look as we do see Equilibrium. Do get a squad wipe, I believe. Or they're fighting against Team 12. Just like that, as I move on over away from S2, they start to blow up. Great shots coming out from Leica. Although he does have to heal himself up. 2 kills for Pastor on the side of extra quality. Snipe shots potentially coming out from Homeo check. It's KYS going up against Bit. KYS did get the better of Bit in Paradise Resort. So Bit Esports being eliminated. We're down to 15 teams. That's our first squad wipe in this game 1 of 5 on tonight's semi-final stages. The top 8 do move through after these 5 games onto the final stage. We're all playing for the guts of $1,000 in prize pool, with the winner taking home $500. Gotta say, Team 6 have found themselves in a fantastic spot near the edge of the circle. They don't want to push it too much. They want to peek and shoot and push teams away a little bit, but they definitely don't want to overstep their boundaries, overstep their mark as Team 7, Northern Lights, heading right into the path of Team 10, OBS. How are they going to get across the water? If OBS are given too much chance, they're going to be able to camp the edge of that against Northern Lights. But now as SMP Team 19 Shark Kings, if I'm not mistaken, find themselves very close to Team 3 Gamers Unite Nation. It's a full Gamers Unite Nation squad with Sabo behind a rock. Yes, they are fighting up against a blue zone, and Team 19 do have the compounds that they can really cover behind. Where's the smokes from Gamers Unite Nation? Where are the smokes? But Sabo, I told you, play it off for Sabo. That does give Gamers Unite Nation a chance to push forward as Kobo in through the window gets knocked down. Will he Kiss be able to push forward? No, he goes down, leaving Sabo, Alma in there. Alma is behind the corner. Palma, should I say. Behind the corner. Looking through the window. Trying to find the pre-firing shots. You always got to get that pre-fire off. Trace the footsteps. Has a vision going on. Palma slowly losing that little bit of health. But Sabo comes in, and Sabo gets a clutch for Gamers Unite Nation and the squad wipe, giving him a chance to move into the circle. Great play by Gamers Unite. Yes, they lose a man, but they get the squad wipe as the Phase 3 does go against them, and it goes right in between the island and the mainland. God damn it, that is a tough circle on Phase 3. Still gotta say, Team 6, extra quality. They have a good position. Team 12 are very close to them. Looking to head into the compound. Pastor is there. He will have heard the footsteps communicating with the rest of his team. He will not want to make any kind of sound. Just communicate. Wait. And allow the shots from the rest of the team from distance to surprise the members of AEQ. Bro, Team 2, they've been in the wars in this game, although only got 2 kills for their efforts so far. As they're inside the circle, spray being sprayed out by Situk. Behind the rock, having to really make sure you have all angles covered. As Molodoy in the compound. Molotov being thrown out. Nice Molotov by AM. Molodoy's put under a little bit of health. Oh, I do love that. I do love that from Alatabi. Alatabi finding a great position on top of the roof and then Balance getting the first knock. But what are End and Vic gonna do from a distance? As they do have the high ground. FCell, they can't push too hard. Going to throw a Molotov. But that was fluffed. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oh, Ghost. Oh, Ghost Darkness, my old friend. Just push forward. Just push forward, guys. Don't let up. Oh, spray coming out. Connecting, putting Psytuck down to about half health. You can't peek too hard. All eyes are going to be on you if you peek too hard, too fast. And all the while, phase 4 has gone away from the east side. And now from behind, the third party coming through. Giving Bro Vic from a distance, getting knocked down on 2. Ghost and Alatabi goes down, leaving just 1, remember, left of Team 1. Our madness. FCL, what can he do? Stay in the house, hope for the best, let KYS come in and get the third party. Your dad fighting against the blue zone. Goes in. There's also Gamers Unite Nation there. Oh god, this is so hard, so close for these teams. Because look at that circle. You got 4 teams in that area on the east side of that circle. It's going to get crazy as you all look to make their way through to head into the circle. We're not going to see third partying. We're going to see fourth partying, should I say. As Bro go forward. From behind in the blue zone. Your dad is playing it safe. Yes, phase 4 is a decent bit of tick damage, but he should be able to survive that as end. What the passenger in the back? And gets knocked down after falling off. Vic is there. Gonna try and heal himself up. I don't think it would be worth getting the revive off. It's gonna be very hard as Arab of OBS is just on his own, looking for the shots. On deaths too. 1-man spray. 2-man Neil spray. Can he confirm the kill? Not quite behind the rock. Good play coming out from Arab. But he's got to be careful because the rest of his team, should I say just Asher is knocked down, so he's going to be pretty much be that 1-man army. But it will give communication to Arab that there is a squad behind him. He's going to be able to camp the circle. Camp the edge of it behind that rock, but will he be able to turn it into a 1v4? Will he be able to turn it around and get that squad wipe? That's going to be 1. That's going to be 1 knock. Confirm the kill, confirm the kill, confirm the kill. Reposition. Great play. Great play from Arab. Heal up, my young man. Heal up. And tick them off 1 by 1. All the while we're seeing shots flying as Bro-Ray continue to be in the war zone in this game. Vic having 4 kills so far. He's pretty much the only man with a solid amount of health in this game as we're down to 9 teams. The circle has shifted onto that northwest island. ATL are sitting pretty in that position. Team Attila onto the edge of the circle as OBS Arab gets another knockdown. This man can't be stopped as he's able to camp. Not quite in the circle, but definitely on the edge of the blue zone. He will want to wait and just hold out, even if he has to take that phase 5 blue damage. If you confirm that squad wipe, you're getting an extra position for yourself in the overall standings, and of course, more points in the back pocket as he takes down a limit of S2, leaving us 8 teams left standings. This man is quickly looking to be the player of the semi-finals. Oh no! And Northern Lights ends a dream for Arab as they go out. But Bro driving pretty much into the circle. Molody with low health, no med kits, no bandages. God damn it, Bro are just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Sabo making his way across the water, swimming. Life is life, like his life depends on it. He wants to represent PUBG Mobile in the Olympics. He's swimming that fast, that hard as he fights to survive. Northern Lights They're on the northeast side of the circle, by the coastline, overlooking all the players looking to swim their way across. And more importantly, they're a full squad with 6 kills. Yes, the next phase does not go towards them, but they do have that open play. Look at that. Nobody's in the circle except for the remaining members of Bro and Team 15, that is. Oops, sorry, Gold. You gotta play the snake game at this stage of the game as we're hitting the 20-minute mark. Use the rocks, use the bushes, use the little bits of the tree shade around you to protect yourself while positioning hard. As Saito gets knocked down by Northern Lights, that's what you get for standing up, my friend. There's a full squad waiting from the north side just across the road for you. They've got 8 kills. Bro Red done a fantastic job this game so far in Sanhok. Every single phase has gone against them, but they find themselves in the top 4. It is the reason why they are one of the strongest teams in Europe so far this year. With the PUBG Mobile PMCO and the World League coming up, they want to make a name for themselves on the international stages, but it begins on the national stage, on a regional stage. As Molly gets knocked down once again, you gotta say it's only a matter of time before Northern Lights continue the onslaught. 6 kills so far, but Dimension comes in and knocks down the headache. The smoke comes out, the third party pushing Northern Lights back as the spray comes out from Iskram. The circle, although it was looking so good for Attila, has suddenly gone away from him. Molody gets knocked down once again. This guy has more lives than a cat, Molody does. He's been knocked down so many times. But, you know what? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they say. That is what they say. And can it make Bro Red so strong that they clutch this game? They do have a bit of an okay spot near the circle, but look how low. A feather would knock the members of Bro Red down at this stage. Only Vic is the only one that can really make a huge impact for this Bro Red team, as we have a bit of a standoff. Northern Lights have been able to edge their way into the circle using the compounds that they have. You got 3 of them towards those compounds. One is behind the wall. And Dimension gets knocked down by Truder. Truder pushing in. OS is there. Boas gets knocked down as the headache pulls in clutch. Tremin is the only one left for OS. OS goes down. That's going to be another squad away for Northern Lights as they use the wall to their advantage and peek through. Leaving just Bro Red lift. Vic left standing for this team. The heel comes off for ATL. It's not going to be working for them. But can he clutch second place? It's Northern Lights' game to lose. Truder does go down. And just like that, Northern Lights take this game 1 in Sanhok at the semi-final stage of the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, sponsored by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Northern Lights use the man advantage, use the compound, use the wall towards the end to consistently knock, chunk, tick through their opponents as they end this game in first place and 12 kills. Fantastic game for Team Attila, finishing in second place, but only 1 kill. Bro Red in third with 9 kills. So much credit to Bro Red. They constantly fought through the circle, trying to get into it time and time again. They're a team that always seem to be ready to fight. In fourth place was OS 1 Soul Alpha, only getting 1 kill. 1 kill, 1 soul they took from their opponents. In fifth place was SKW, which is Shark Kings. In sixth place was AEQ, which is Equilibrious Esports CIS. In 7th place was Gamers Unite Nation. In 8th place was OBS. In 9th place was S2 Supreme Gaming, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. In 10th place was AM. In 11th place was KYS. In 12th place was BZY. In 13th was EQ. And 14th was SMP. 15th was S2. Okay, and 16th place was Bit Esports. What a fantastic game one we had in Sanhok. Just transition you through to the order of the teams in this Group A that you saw go up against each other. We'll also show you the point system. So you can see first place gets 20 points. Second place gets 14 points. Third place gets 10 points, and so on and so forth. It is 1 point for 1 kill. So being an aggressive team like Northern Lights or Bro Red can be far more advantageous than being somewhat passive like we saw AEQ. Of course, we've got 5 games. 4 left coming up for you guys. I'm going to go to a quick break. In the meantime, don't go away. Stay tuned. We have got Game 2 coming up for you guys. Don't go away. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament. My name is Imperium. We just had first game of the day over and done with. That was in Orango, and we saw Northern Lights get the victory in a fantastic fashion towards the end. Bro Red putting in a great performance, getting a huge amount of kills considering how much they had to fight to get into the circle throughout the whole game. Right from minute one, they seemed to be in fights, and it was great performance by them. Of course, we do have still 4 more games for you guys. This is the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, sponsored by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. My name is Imperium, of course. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are watching on the YaLLa Esports YouTube page, please feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. The more support that is given to the likes of YaLLa Esports, the more likely we will have opportunities like this in the future, with bigger prize pool, with bigger opportunities for players, teams to compete to try to be the best in Europe and help forge their careers in esports. It's crazy stuff indeed. This is Group A for you guys. Let's show up the teams that are participating. It is 18 teams. It may say 19, but there was a slight mistake between 9 and 11. Somebody skipped a number. Somebody doesn't like 10, but that's okay. That's okay. I made a mistake at the start as well. Didn't realize and thought there was 19 teams. But you know, we have 18 teams for you guys. As well as this, show you the point system in this tournament. 20 points for a win, 14 points for second place, 10 points for third place. I do believe that is the same as the fall split of PMCO, if I'm not mistaken, with 1 point for 1 kill as ever. So points, kill points do make a huge difference in this tournament. This is the prize pool that these teams are fighting for. $500 for first place, $300 for second place, $150 for third place, with $25 for the player with the most kills at the final stage, which is going to be 2 days of action. As well as that, there'll be $25 at the final stage for the team with the most votes. This is going to get very, very crazy indeed. I will not only show you Group A, but I will also show you Group B, just to give you an idea what these teams are fighting up against. Not just themselves in Group A, but even the teams that do qualify for the final stage. Potentially the teams that will be going up against in Group B. Group B, 5 games will be tomorrow. So the teams from Group A will be able to see what they're going to be up against. So this is the Group B teams. You have the likes of Team Unique, Dream Eaters, Team GQ, Myth, The Field, Relentless Fire, Divine Vendetta. Divine Vendetta did compete in the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge this year. Was it the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge? I believe it was. However, we are getting into game 2 of the day. We are going into the world of Miramar, as we will look to see how these teams are going to handle themselves. Very excited to see how these teams will be able to redeem themselves after game 1 results. Will Bro Red be able to continue the push through these teams? Will the likes of EQ, Team 6, be able to find themselves a better result? We do see the plane trajectory. It's a little bit to the west, going from north to south. A little bit west, but it's still quite central. So there's plenty of spots for these teams to drop into. A few of these teams could be going for Campo Militar. Personally, maybe not competitive, but Campo Militar is a bit of a, underestimated spot in my eyes. Of course, it's very reliant on the circle being pretty close to you on the phase 1. As you see, these teams are starting to land. Team 10, OBS, Eternal, heading towards Toriao Umada. Water Treatment, being occupied by Team Plague. Team 12 and Team 11, AEQ and KYS. Very close to each other in Hacienda del Patron. As well as the fact that Team Plague are pretty close by. So will we see some early game action in Hacienda del Patron? Or will these teams just look to loot up and one of them disengage? Like I said in Sandhawk, it's definitely overall much better to disengage early on. No real point in engaging in early game action unless you are very confident of confirming those kills and knocks. You see the phase 1 circle is towards the east side of the map. So much space that's free on the west 50% of that circle. Impala, Al Azahar, the high ground on Junkyard, Cruz Laval, all completely unoccupied. So many teams are towards the west and southwest. You have 2 teams in Las Leonas, Team 16 and Team 9. The shotgun play coming out. That will be BZY. Danny Boy being knocked down. Shotgun on top of the roof. It's unorthodox, but if it works, it works. But will the revive come through? Is it worth even going for the revive? Or should let them die and their bones buried into the ground? It's going to be 2 members of BZY taken out early on. Good start by them, but there is Anubis in the building across the road, being surrounded by a couple of the members of Priest Gaming. Are they going to look to circle them like sharks and get one of the 2 final blows and take BZY out early on? Anubis put down to very low health. Reprisa's pushing forward. The communication, will it come through? Valam is going into the building. Gotta be careful not to push one by one. That's gonna be a nice play coming out from Priest. The 2-man push. Get the knock, get the kill, leaving Rolkis on his own, and Rolkis is gonna get into that vehicle and get the hell out of there. Be that 1-man army and get the hell away from that. All the while, Team 18 are heading in to where Priests are. Ooh! Priests are basically saying, nah, get the hell away from Los Leones, my friends. Nuggets with the M6, with the AKM, should I say, from a distance. Let's see where the rest of these teams are. So Bro Red, once again, find themselves pretty far away from the circle in El Pozo. If they're going to make their way into a circle, 100% recommend getting a couple of vehicles, heading up northwards on that road through La Cabrera, and then head in towards maybe Cruz de Val or water treatment, depending on how confident they feel. I've seen 12 and Team 11. I was wondering if Hacienda was going to supply any victims. And we have seen Try 2 be knocked down. Sorry, being taken out, should I say. So KYS down to 3. The third person perspective helping XR, but AQ know he's there. They know he's there. Can't peek too quickly, my friend. You're on your own. As War says, is looking to join the rest of his team. What's interesting about the position that KYS hold on to is that it's very vertical. It's one line, so they don't hold too many angles. Whereas when you look over on Team 12, you know, I think it's not Play Chilla, but one member of AEQ does hold on to a higher angle. More of a west side angle that is balance. That can provide that little bit of extra provision, but XR with the Uzi, he hears footsteps. They know he's in the building. He's heading upstairs. Nurses on the edge of the building. Balance on top of the roof. Play China across the road. X-Team going on his own. I don't recommend it, my friend. In a 1v1, it can easily go against a grenade being thrown out. Can that be a Kobe through the window? Will it be a Kobe? He's looking to cook and prime it. He knows he can get it. Works is knocked down to about 30% health. Here comes round number 2. And the knockdown by X-Team. Put him on an NBA team, because that was a 3-pointer if I've ever seen one. What I like about X-Team and AEQ is that they're not overextending. They know that the refrag could come out from a distance, covering behind a wall, confirm the kill, take that communication away. Great play by AEQ. And now 3 becomes 2 for KYS. If you can find a vehicle, guys, get the hell out of there. It's only going to become harder as XR's on top of the roof. With an Uzi. Uzi can play a big part. X-Team is there. Has he got the manpower as backup? I believe he has. He's got that one man behind him. He knows. He's waiting. Communicate. Hold on. Oh, it's a 3-man push. XR taken out just like that by X-Team. And now your dad is left standing. Your dad having to dive behind a wall. Protect himself as he's the last man standing for KYS. Phew. Has he survived by the skin of his teeth? Will AEQ look to push this? If I were them, I would, because it could come back to bite him in the ass. You're a 4-man team. Stick together and you can get that push. You can get that final blow. And take the squad out. It would leave us with 15 teams left in this game. Oh my god. All the while, we're seeing teams go ever so closer to the edge of the circle. Oh, Team 13. That is the one and only Supreme Gaming CIS. Getting very close to Arab Madness. Knockdown coming out. Hitachi getting work onto Playboy. And now they're pushing forward with Crystal very close behind. Crystal gets the kill onto Playboy, confirming Adding the point on his side is Alotabi in the building. He's only got a UMP as F-Cell gets a replay onto limit. Oh, Alatobi onto Hitachi. Hitachi very low. Gonna use the first aid. So limit is knocked down. You gotta push it to the limit. He's getting revived. Alotabi is just the only one up. Nice shots coming out from himself. He hasn't exactly got the strongest long range weapon. UMP will do a little bit of work. As a grenade flies out, puts Alotabi down to about 40 health, and the push is coming through by Toxic and Crystal follow close behind each other. Oh, from behind comes through. Crystal is there. Prone's down. Crystal gets a blow. That's going to be the squad right coming out. And Arab Madness are taking an early bath. Going to have to wipe off the dust that Miramar dealt them. And all the while, Team 6, extra quality team, they will have heard the shots in the distance. They're just being aware. Holding on to the outside. Biding their time. Waiting. M4. Milikit. Put it onto single fire, my dude. I know spraying is pretty popular. And that's what I'm talking about. Pastor. You put it onto single fire. You're able to be a little bit more accurate with your shots. Compose yourself. Sometimes spraying is more negative than going for those single fire shots. Oh, Crystal being put down to half health. Passer getting work done for his team. Toxic in between all the smoke, trying to move his way to get revived up. And Pastor, the knockdown onto limit. What a play by him. Now behind the wall, he's looking for Hitachi. Victim 1 knocked. Victim 2 knocked. Looking for victim number 3. In the name of Hitachi, he doesn't know. He doesn't care who they're called. All he cares is that the bodies hit the floor. As Hitachi just trying to provide that cover fire. It's important that he provides a cover fire. The reason why is because it causes a tiny bit of a distraction for his team to get the revives. But all the while, when you look at where extra quality are positioned, great flank coming out from Humayachok. As Eclipse turns around and gets Expire. So the third party from Gamers Unite Nation looking to ruin the fun the extra quality team we're having. As now Eclipse looking for that second knockdown. Whereas the rest of Gamers Unite Nation, Eclipse, you're going a little bit maybe too forward on your own. You don't want to overextend yourself. Yes, extra quality team are under pressure. They're being pinched right now. But it could easily turn against Gamers Unite Nation. As Pastor is going across the road, or very close to the edge of the road. Has Eclipse seen him? I don't think he has. Will Eclipse be shot in the back by Pastor? Yes, he's looking to be shot in the back. Pastor getting a knockdown. I predicted it. Can he get the kill? He gets a second knockdown on Sibo. Gamers Unite Nation, they don't know what just happened to them. Suddenly it's all falling apart. Palma is just the only one left standing. Behind a rock. It all looks so good for Gamers Unite Nation. You gave Pastor too much space and you paid the price. Gotta be a little bit more aggressive as soon as you have the chance. And Pastor, god damn it, the man is a beast. Getting 3 kills out of 4 for his team in the early stages of this game. Good stuff for extra quality team. They faced the pressure against Team 13 that was Supreme Gaming. They turned around and they took down Gamers Unite Nation. The biggest winners out of that overall other than Extra Quality was definitely the team of Supreme Gaming. Whereas we see the center of the circles occupied by 3 or 4 teams. We've seen the circles phase in. It's gone towards the east, but it has centralized a little bit. So it's really not too bad. As the team of Plague looking for Bro Red. You ain't going to do much from a distance with that red dot scar, my friend. But Smokes has a car 98. Looking for Vic. Not quite, my friend, not quite. Ooh, Vic! Get the smoke out, get the smoke out. All the while, AQ driving through in the vehicles. X-Team, get the hell out of there. I know you're looking good in that vehicle, but you do not want that to blow up and go on fire. Bro Red, we're fighting up against Team Plague, but as soon as a third team comes up, it's like, wait, let's hold up and team up. Bro Red looking to get the hell out of there. They've done a great job getting into the second center of the circle. Unlike game 1 where they had to fight their way through on the edge, it's a little bit easier when it comes to being in the circle. But the disadvantage being is that as soon as you are in the center of the circle, you gotta watch out for all 360 degrees. And in Miramar, that's risky. As you do see N going down. Vox with that M16 and Asher following it up with the knockdown. And Brovik goes down. Just 2 remaining members of Bro Red left standing. Saituk and Molody. But Molody gets knocked down by Balance. AQ looking to join in on the fun and get a kill for themselves. Balance will be able to confirm that kill. That's going to be number 4 for them when it comes to marking the death of their opponents. Toxic turns on to Expires in another part of the map. As they're seeing the team fight between these 2 teams in the red zone of all places and the blue zone. So all the zones coming up against Supreme Gaming CIS as he's spraying those shots up, but they're not fully connecting. Full squad as Extra Quality just getting the hell out of there. They lost Expires. Now they'll be able to camp on the edge of the circle with the high ground. Pastor, who's done great work so far in this game, getting 3 kills so far. He's going to look to add to that. He's got it on burst, but that isn't going to work when it comes to recoil. But Crystal comes in with the Mini 14 to knock down a member of Extra Quality. Now he's hiding behind the vehicle, hoping that he can stay. Look at this. The shots from the red zone. Just proving too much for Extra Quality. And they're going to leave Mayachuk and go, sorry, my friend. I know it's normally leave no man behind. But honestly, you're on your own. And I commend that. I totally agree with that. Now, we did see Phase 3 shift towards the southwest. So there's a lot of teams on the northeast side. Have to say, considering Miramar is normally meant to be a quiet place in the early part, we're seeing a lot of action. 19 minutes in, we've lost 3 teams. 42 players left standing. KYS, your dad, the final remaining player, all on his own. Do AEQ have an idea that he's there? He certainly hears the footsteps as they make their way upwards. Play China behind. Nurses a little bit more ahead. Balance the next team. We're there. We hear the sounds of the sniper shots coming out from Team Plague, protecting the high ground. Such a good position they hold on to. Center of the circle. Now, if it does shift heavily away from them, it's going to be a hard job getting down. But in moments like this, when it's so much into the circle, I very much agree with how they're playing it. Northern Lights, the winners of Game 1 in Sandhawk, find themselves in a much different place right now. Headache was knocked down. He will get revived, leaving them as a full squad. AQ making the smart play of going around the rest of the teams and finding a spot in towards the center of the circle on the north side. Great position by AEQ. There is also Priest in Minas Generalis. Wouldn't fully recommend it, but let's see how it works out for them. Team 4 have been pretty quiet. Team Attila, they seem to be one of those passive teams that like to stay out of trouble and go for placement points. That's all well and good, but you definitely have to follow it up with some kills. They're on the edge of the circle. They're on the edge of Banditas. Firing shots out. Not working out too much. And now they get in the vehicle. They're going to push their way forward. Definitely want to keep an eye on the east side of this circle. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Although Northern Lights are going a little bit more northwards. Making up for their namesake as YaLLa Esports. Look to bounce back from a disappointing Game 1 in the Group A semi-finals. JC with the car 98. Looking for a Vox. Very big distance. They're outside the circle. Let's not forget that. And SK Team 18 Shark Kings. They are getting into the circle, but they have Northern Lights right behind them. Watson needs to create that space. Peek, but don't peek too hard. As Nuggets gets past door. Northern Lights have a hard push to try and make their way into the circle. They're going to get in the vehicle. All the while, S2, Team 8, they're on the circle on the high ground. You've got Team 15 behind them. You've also got SK northwards, northeastwards of them. They're spotting the targets, communicating well, and focusing very heavily. One space at a time, one man at a time, one team at a time. As now they turn their attentions on to Team 15. Oops. Sorry. Gold. As Wyson using the vehicle in the tree to his protection. As he's one of 2 players left. No, one player left as Elvis Scotty being knocked down. You gotta make sure you are peeking correctly and those bullets are not going up against what you are hiding behind. As Northern Lights, they're getting the better of OBS. OBS are not quite out there, down to 2 players. Wason being targeted by Discrim. Truder in the vehicle. Headache is in another vehicle a little bit far forward. They've got 3 buggies for themselves, pretty much. Looking to join their teammate. Clever play for Northern Lights. Going, nope, it's not worth it. It's going to be in blue zone. It's going to be phase 4. We got to be forward thinking. It's not the optimal position, but it's inside the circle and it is compounds. Oh my lord, you gotta feel sorry for the team of Oops Sorry Gold. All the while, Priest Nuggets. Priest. Their 3-man team looking for YaLLa Esports. They can camp the edge of the circle. Throwing a grenade. I don't think that's in the right direction. You misheard those footsteps, my friend. Ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. His Reprisa is on top. Right now, he's got to be very careful. He sees ATL. He will communicate that and go, be careful, guys. There's another team potentially spotting us in the area. VH Lamb throwing a Kobe with a knockdown JC. Close but no cigar. They got to focus on that one team. Yes, be aware, but you got to push forward. Be more aggressive, guys. Because look at that circle. It's gone against you. So Vaham knocking down Bubble once again. Now's your chance. Now's your time. Push forward and go hard. Vlam. Pajama. Knocked down. Bubble taken out. Beat Esports wiped out. Great play by the members of Priest Gaming. You have to try and find your spot, because as you have to make your way into the circle, it's really important that you take your opponents out early on. And now they got to turn their attentions towards the likes of S2, who are just on the edge of the circle as the circle did shoot up northwards. T15 are in between them. So it's going to be 3 teams on the south side of the map. South side of the circle, should I say, is AEQ and ATL going up against each other. Let's have a bit of an overview. KYS getting work done as well. Grenade being thrown by Priest. They heard footsteps. They know there's a team there. Toxic. Reprisa. But the counter frag. Helping Priest. Was that grenade thrown by Blackfire? Yes, it was. My apologies. Dimension. I don't know what he's doing. Has he disconnected? He's disconnected. Even Termin just there. And Dross, should I say? Oh no. Just gets knocked down by Backfire. Backfire using the high ground. And just leaving Termin in the blue zone. Potentially gonna get taken out. But Backfire just causing so much trouble for both these teams. He, like I said, he doesn't care. He doesn't care who it is. He'll just go for the kill. And he wants to see the bodies hit the ground. Ooh, Backfire! Potentially gonna backfire on him. But he's able to prone down and heal himself up. But Crystal! What a grenade! What a grenade. Wow. Unbelievable play coming out by Team 13. Supreme Gaming. And then you also have Team Plague. We're down to 7 teams. This is the 28-minute mark. We're coming to the edge where we'll see a lot of these teams drop like flies. When you look at that circle, look at that. There's no team on the west side of that circle. They're all on the east. So they're so close together. But AEQ, I was going to say they're a full squad, but Balance gets knocked down. Priest Nuggets. You're a one-man killing machine, but you get shot down by the team of AEQ. Leaving us with 5 teams left standing. Your dad's still fighting in this. But your dad gets taken down. And that's going to be the end of that. That's all she wrote. As OBS. Getting very close to AEQ. You got 3 teams there as well. On the edge of the circle. You also have Headache. That could cause a bit of an upset. Taking a lot of tick damage, but healing himself up. He has to push forward. Shoots. But you realize when he didn't get all those shots off, he's missed his chance. Trying to heal up, but he's going to go down. Northern Lights in 3rd place in the standings. It's 4 against 1. What can Smoke do? Smoke's heating up, applying a bandage. But all that soon is given a chance for AQ to prime themselves position-wise and just invade on the edge of the circle. Has Smoke's got any kind of grenade? Any kind of smoke? Oh no. Oh no. You gotta say it's a matter of time before AQ find their target. The last target of this game. As they look to close out Miramar. They look to close out game 2 in the top spot. Equilibrium Esports CIS. Their full squad going up against a one-man army of Team Plague Smokes. 6 seconds until it closes out. Swarming from all angles. From behind. Balance gets a final blow. Game over. AEQ. Equilibritas Esports CIS taking the game in Miramar with a dominating performance. 6 kills each for Balance and X Team. 2 kills each for Play, Chiha and Nurse. That's a grand total of 16 kills. What a game for them. In second place was Team Plague with 8 kills. In third place was Northern Lights with 5 kills. Not quite as high up in the kills and performance standings as we'd seen them in game 1, but it's consistent. That's always important to hit that consistency. Fourth was OBS. Fifth was KYS. In sixth place is Priest. In seventh place was the one and only S2, which is Supreme Gaming. In 8th place was OS. In 9th place was SKW. Or SK, should I say. In 10th place was ATL. In 11th place was BIT. In 12th place was EQ. In 13th was BZY. In 14th was Bro Red. Not quite as good as we saw them in game 1. They'll have to come back stronger. 15th place was Gamers Unite Nation. In 16th place was AM. So what a game 2 for you guys. Fantastic performances all around. Of course, we still have 3 games to go in tonight's semi-final Group A. The top 8 will go through to the finals stage of the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. My name is Imperium. I'm going to take a bit of a break as we prepare for Game 3. So don't go away. I'll be back in just a jiffy.
Sometimes I wanna climb mountains. I felt this before. Sometimes I breathe another breath. I don't want more. I'll hold it in. Back before these days, I was on an open play, running to the water, jumping all the same. Back before my love twisted up serpent's tongue, running to the water, jumping to your love. My red rose falling down by my side, and I know by tonight you'll be mine. Yeah, my red rose falling down by my side, and I know by tonight you'll be mine. Feel the heat in the night, see the fear in my eyes. Try to hold it back, but I can't let you out my sight. Got my feet moving right, move me close to your side. There's no holding back. When I found a good thing tonight, I found a good thing. I'm hoping you choose me. Tonight is a good thing. You're kissing me softly. We're finding a good thing. I'm holding you closely. We're finding a good thing, yeah. Back before these days, I was on an open plane, running to the water, jumping all the same. Back before my love twisted up serpent's tongue, running to the water, jumping to your love. My red rose falling down by my side, and I know by tonight you'll be mine. Yeah, my red rose falling down by my side, and I know by tonight you'll be mine.
It seems so long since you've been gone. My sheets still smell of you. I'm holding on. I'm losing faith. I'm moving on. It seems so long since you've been gone. My sheets still smell of you. I'm holding on. I'm losing faith. I'm moving on.
So was it all the guys like feeling held inside? And man, we try to hide, yeah. Man, we ain't so nice. No apathy's disguise. You took away my pride. You fell for all those guys. I fell from stride to strive. Can't look you in your eyes. No matter how I try. Wish I could ask you why. The lies we try to write. Can go to sleep at night. I see you hella fly free while I'm holding tight. You were my lullaby. Now
What is up, guys? And we are back with the Pro EU PUBG Mobile tournament. Brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Of course, helping to bring gamers together from all across the world. But specifically, when it comes to this tournament, EU and Arab countries. This is the $1,000 prize pool, which is amazing for these teams. This is Group A semi-finals. We've had 2 games so far. Game 1, Sanhok won by Northern Knights. Second place, Attila. Game 2, we saw AEQ taking the win, the chicken dinner, with a dominant amount of kills. And the second place was, as far as I remember, S2, which is Team Plague, if I'm not mistaken. Not so many kills, but a second place all the same. Very interesting to see how the overall standings will come through. The top 8. The top 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. The top 8 move on through to the grand finals, which is going to be 2 days. Over 2 days. 10 games in total. So lots to play for today, guys. Not just money, but there's personal pride on the line. All these teams, all these players, they want to build themselves up. They want to get more confident. They want to really show what they can do. And this is the platform to do. Tournaments like these are the ones to do it. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting this kind of tournament. Please give a huge shout out, like, follow, subscribe to YaLLa Esports for helping to sponsor this event. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button to show your appreciation. The more support they get, the more support they're going to give back to the community, to you guys, to the players. Of course, shout out to Gamers Unite Nation as well, being one of the sponsors of the tournament. They're participating as well. I'm sure they'll want to live up to their sponsorship and claim a stake in the final stages of this game. Of course, we are about to get underway in a wrangle. It's going to be the first Erangel game of the semi-finals in this Pro EU PUBG Mobile tournament. Let's bring up the big screen. Let's bring up the big screen as the big boys are coming out to play. The playing trajectory going from the south to the north, somewhat in the center of the map, giving plenty of space for these teams to land. Generally, most places in the map, except for possibly Milta, but even then you could land around the farm area and then get a couple of vehicles and make our way to Milta Power. There's also Mansion, which could be explored. Yasna, a very accessible place. Will we see a team go up to Zarki? A bit of an unknown when it comes to maps. When it comes to areas of a map. Not very popular, but it can be worthwhile. As you see, one member of Team 4 landing. Oh, no, sorry, that's the full squad. My apologies. That is the full squad. Landing in Primorsk along with Team 9. You then, of course, Gamers Unite Nation. They're dropping towards Quarry. Spread out quite nicely. Could we see some early game action between Arab Madness and BZY? I do worry for, I believe it is, no, Rokus. I think it's no, not Anubis. Danny Boy, because he's kind of on his own a little bit. So if he gets knocked, there's a higher chance of him getting thirsted. Let's see where the other teams have landed. You've got 3 teams in Rostock. OBS taking down and knocking down Citizen X of Team 17. That is the snipers. Can they confirm the kill? Hoo-hoo, Thanos possibly going to get snapped to his death by Iron Man. And the rest of the Avengers in the team of OBS. Pastor Connecting onto Bro Red. Where is this? Is this? This isn't in. Whoa! Bro Red! Pushing on forward. Great play coming out from Extra Quality. Leaving Bro Red down to 3 players. As they look to find a spot in George. Phase 1 circle. Up northwards. As OBS and the snipers continue to go at each other. DB28 is a very effective weapon with a scope. You also have the Scar for Vox DC. You also look and you see the members of OBS are spread out very nicely. Because we do see that Dead Silence is getting very close to that one member. Why are you going out in the open? That's a bit of a risky play, Dead Silence. Okay, okay. How is he surviving this? That's... okay, madness. Madness. AEQ, the winners of game 2. They're landed in Watertown. Vox DC consistently looking for Sheriff. The rest of the snipers. They're inside the circle, so they don't need to move anywhere. As we move across the Bro, the 3-man team, 3-man remaining team of Bro Red. We have OS, oops, sorry, Gold. Close by across the road from them. Full squad. All of them looting up quite nicely. Although they mentioned does only have a level 1 helmet and level 1 vest. It's not going to provide too much protection for him. As he's making his way through the houses. Priest, they landed. Got the vehicles and head towards Milta. One strategy that we saw could have happened. As I mentioned, having to be very careful. That level 1 vest is already bad enough. You don't want that damaged even more. It will make you so weak that a couple of bullets will just knock you down. Oh, Bro Red, they know where they are. They know where they are. As SMP, Thanos turning their attentions towards OBS. Hammer Soccer was knocked down, but he's able to get revived. Citizen X, of course, we saw die early on. Dead Silence, knocked down, is going to get taken out, leaving OBS down to 2 players. What can he Reb do? See what he can do. He can get the hell out of there. As can Asher. Although, one thing to note is that Amber still hasn't gotten revived. He's heading right into the path of the members of OBS. Now, he could use that as vision to go, hey, guys, they're towards me. I'm going to go down, but you're at least going to be able to be aware of where the rest of them are. At least that's going to be a kill in the favor of OBS. It's Bro Red getting closer to OS. Malady was knocked down, so I took a look to revived up, and we saw OS losing a player early on as well, so it's 3 against 3. Vic punched them to death after knocking them down. Phase 1 is closing in. A lot of these teams are inside the circle. BZY and Arab Madness did manage to separate from each other, but Gamer Unite Nation are heading right into the path of close to where BYZ are in the red zone. Get out of there, guys. So when you're looking at the teams and what they want to do, it's a very tough choice when you look at this circle, because not only is there about 20 to 25% water occupied on the north side, but you've got that river playing a huge part on where the circle finishes. And that could be very impactful for some of these teams. As we do lose another member or so of Darlin. Actually, no, he's able to get revived up. As the fight's coming out, breaking out between these two teams. By the South George crates. By the South George houses, should I say. Grenade goes out. Not quite connecting onto Melody. Turman is there. You have Darlin. A little bit background. Vic is flanking from the side. Finding Darling. That's going to be the push that Bro needs to go forward. Vic, join the rest of your team and get that 3v2 push. Don't give a chance to get the revive. Or if you do, bait him to it. Vic's still going a little bit more forward. Darlin able to crawl forward towards Druss. Smoke grenade went out. Now you can see Turman flanking around. Melody a little bit out in the open. Druss gets him with an Uzi. Sidetook is there. What's Sidetook gonna do? Gotta be very careful. You need to get that revive off. Keep it as a 3v2. Use Vic behind that tree. But Turman is now going around. Sidetook over the wall. Turman gets knocked down. Great play by Bro Red. Vic is there. Oh, Sidetook gets knocked down. Druss with the Uzi. Such a strong early weapon. And of course, Darlin 99 was able to get revived up. So now we see the turnaround. What was looking so good for Bro Red is now down to a 1v2. What can Vic do? Can he clutch it for his team? As we see Sidetook, he's able to get behind the wall. Melody does lose his life. And Turma will be able to be revived. Darlin is there. Behind the wall, Vic has to turn his attention. So low and help. Vic goes down. Just takes him out. That's going to be the squad wipe. And OS live to fight another day. Oops. Sorry, Gold. I think I did it again. I didn't just play with your heart. I took it out of your chest. As Bro Red go down early once again in Game 3. They started off strong in Game 1. But Game 2 was a poor game. As is Game 3. My game is frozen. It seems. Oh my lord. Let me just restart and I'll look to enter this game. Totally not a me problem. Totally not a me problem. As I restart the game. Try and load back in as quickly as possible. Let's enter this match again. Apologies guys, the game did jam on my side as I look to load back in as quickly as possible. So now we see 16 teams left up. 16 teams up. 57 players alive. Priest, who finished third in the last game, going up against Team 14, that is YaLLa Esports, who've yet to really hit the ground running in this game. Priests are just getting away. So we do see, once again, the river is playing a part in this circle, right? Because if you look at that, it's most likely going to be a north side finish. Which is why Priest is ignoring Bit Esports and making our way across the river. But we could see a huge shift on the next phase. As S2, Team 8, the Plague, waiting. Moving about. So many of these teams are rotating in vehicles. Multiple vehicles as well. They will have heard each other. The garage being occupied by KYS Team 11. And all the while, there's a bit of an overall standoff. Although Northern Lights are creating some space for themselves. They see the vehicles, the spray coming out by all members towards Team 14. Don't waste too many of your clips. Expires. Does knock down Sabo. On the side note. Background. So close yet so far with the vehicles, with the players. They've been chunked down in health. Was it worth it for Northern Lights? Was it worth it? As Pastor does take down Sabo. KYS being put under a lot of pressure. The lone wolf of KYS being taken out. Gun and Icarus, Eclipse and Cabo left standing for the members of Gamers Unite Nation. Being very careful. They are still inside the circle. EQ, they don't want to get shot from behind. As Priest and the Plague get close to each other. Onique was knocked down, but the revive will come through. Reprisa. Priest finished third as far as I know in the standings of game 3. Smoke being thrown out by Priest provided a little bit of cover fire against the likes of AEQ in the distance. The high ground from the Plague in that building is going to play a big part, plus the little humps of protection by the likes of Smokes, backfire, getting in the vehicle, protecting it. A little bit useless, but oh well. Third party from AEQ is definitely having a bit of an impact. How these two teams push on each other. Divided by a road. How did the chicken cross the road? As Arab Madness Playboy knocks down. And then S2 join in. Suddenly Priest Esports, who look good, in a good position. They find 2 players knocked down. And then another knockdown onto Reprisa. That just leaves VH Lamb having to go in the vehicle. Oh no, he wasn't able to get away. He has to try and go behind that vehicle. Down on the low ground. It's not looking too good. What's going to make it ever so easier is if one, he gets a revive, or Arab Madness turn their attention onto the Plague. Gratefully avoiding both the shots from AEQ and the grenade that came out. No, Unique went down. Oh no, you hate to see it. And then the other member that was knocked down, Nuggets, taken out. But the revive will come out onto Reprisa. Northern Lights and Bit taking each other out. There's a lot of action unfolding here in the PUBG Mobile map. In the game that is a wrangle. In the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament semi-finals, Group A. This is day 3. This tournament sponsored by Gamers Unite Nation and YaLLa Esports. $1,000 prize pool. The top 8 teams of Group A, and the top 8 teams of Group B will battle it out in the final stage. Coming to your screens next week, but that's then. This is now. Every single team has an opportunity. The circle shifted up northwards. Shooting range, Severny. Shooting range is going to be so important. The high ground, the north side of Severny range, where particularly Team 13, Supreme Gaming CS, do hold on to, is a very lucrative little spot. But the flanks, the rotations coming out from the likes of BZY is very good, giving them optimal opportunity to enter into circles. So much space compared to what other games and other circles will produce. But it's definitely looking a lot harder on the west side as KYS look to make their way through and drive on, avoiding Northern Lights. Oh, a spray from Northern Lights. Northern Lights by the side of the road in the building. They stayed there for quite a while, as did Team Plague, who occupied that position. AEQX team just going, no guys, leave me alone, go after each other, just let me get away. And as he has, Quattro has also gone the opposite way. Not too many teams are outside the circle. OBS are there. YaLLa Esports are there on the outside of the circle. AQ have been a little bit clever with their rotations. They've somewhat spread themselves out quite thinly. Is it too thinly? You see them as a one by one. They're searching for something. Something comes along, never reaches for nothing. I don't know the rest of those lyrics, but Northern Lights, they hear the vehicle of AEQ, as do Team Plague. There's 2 players inside that vehicle that was being driven by Play Chiha as he joins up with the other third member of AEQ. AEQ won the previous game in Miramar, getting 16 kills, as well as that chicken dinner, 20 points. Going to put them in a strong position in the overall standings. But it's all hitting off in Severny. Severny is a place for beat for some of these teams. But if the circle shifts away, it's going to be so much harder as Priest gets knocked down by Warsays. But there's also Arab Madness in the firing range of both of these teams. Reprisal just staying very safe. Warsays will look for a couple of these players from Arab Madness as the grenade flies out by Reprisal, should I say. XR Shine giving support to Warsays. All the while, Alatabi, that's it. Vlam gets confirmed. Reprisal gets taken down. That's going to be kill going over on squad wipe for YaLLa Esports to get wiped out in 15th place. Just leaves Arab Madness and KYS in Severny on their own. Team 13, they're camping on the edge of the circle. Then also on the west side, you have Extra Quality, you have SK Shark Kings, as well as Team 15. Oops, sorry. Sprays coming out from Extra Quality, great job. It was actually SK that was able to get those knockdowns. That will alert Extra Quality to go, wait, we didn't confirm that somebody else got that knockdown? Okay, guys, we need to be very careful. Like I said, the circle shifted away from Severny. Arab Madness, KYS, you made your bed and you guys have got to lie on it or die trying as you look to make your way into the circle. Giving so much more advantageous positioning to the likes of S2, Supreme Gaming, although one of them was knocked down. ATL. ATL looking to push forward. Grenade being thrown out by Illogist. Illogist on the limit. But Whiskey returned. Another grenade being thrown out by Illogist. Whiskey is going to be able to be revived. It's pushing S2 back. There is just Crystal from Supreme Gaming CIS on his own, as well as Hitachi and Toxic in those compounds. Will they spot ATL? If ATL make their way forward, both teams are inside the circle. It seems like Crystal is leaving this position they held on his own. All the while, AEQ made a risky play of gone into shelter underneath shooting range. It's going to cause a little bit of confusion with the sound of feet around them. Hey, Chiha, don't peek too much or you'll get spotted out, my friend. So many teams around you. So many teams around you. Eclipse does go out, leaving Gamers Unite Cobo, should I say, just left standing for his team. Extra Quality expires, along with Passer, the two final members of Extra Quality, looking for SK. Spray coming through, not quite controlling it as much as he would like to. Gets back in the hut. He's gonna look for the Car 98 sniper shots. The blue zone going very close to hurting SK Shark Kings. Phase 5 has shifted once again northwest. Those shifts have been incredibly unfortunate for some of these teams and inconsistent, as well as we lose Sebo to the play zone, leaving Gamers Unite Nation going down in 14th place. Even though there's 13 teams, there's only 36 players alive in Phase 5. Although say only 36 players, that's still a hell of a lot, which means we are going to get some bloodshed, wars, and pain shining through the final couple of circles of this game. As BZY out a little bit in the open of shooting range, not quite in the circle. They've got OBS behind them that they've got to be very careful of. They've got Extra Quality to the south of them, as well as SK. Shark Team taking down S2. And then Crystal comes in. Crystal, SMP, Toxic, and Crystal just there. They're going up against Sheriff of SMP. And now Sheriff is just going closer and closer. Toxic is there. Crystal is there. But there is also Team 18. Team 18 ready to cause a bit of an upset. Shark Kings. Baby Shark, Mama Shark, and Dada Shark pushing their way through. It's a tough downhill battle, as just Sheriff is there on his own, and he's gonna get taken out by Matsu of Shark Kings. 11 teams left. X team gets taken out. OBS and AEQ going up against each other. Let's go on to that and let's see what happens between these two teams. Down below, towards the shelter, the underground of a shooting range. This is absolutely mental as we are seeing wipe after wipe, kill after kill. Just like that, we lose 10 players, but only one team. As team play, they're in shooting range. They're in the middle of the circle, but they are not protected as much as they would like to be, as they have teams all around them. ATL, S2, Supreme Gaming, CIS, Northern Lights are up on the hills, ready to shoot towards the likes of ATL and otherwise. As Quattro gets a great grenade to give them a bit of space, as KYS are also getting work done. This is mental. Absolutely mental as Crystal gets knocked down. The two S2 teams. It's not confusing, guys. They're two separate teams. They're not teaming up. As Anto gets a knockdown onto a member of Shark Kings. As they push back their space. Try and claim a spot in the top 5. Even secure chicken dinner's balance of AEQ. Gets another kill and another squad wipe. The winners of game 2 of Miramar are making another claim to get another win underneath their belt. As we can't count out the team of KYS who are in the building inside the circle. The smokes are flying out as these players try to protect themselves. There's still Headache of Northern Lights, but he's having a med battle with himself. Elogist, he's going to take a lot of that phase 6 tick damage, but can he get into the circle enough time to survive? He will not. He goes down. Let's try hard. Rolkis is just the last man standing for BZY. He's very exposed by AEQ if they look in their direction. But backfire onto X team. Balance returns fire and gets a squad wipe once again. AEQ having 5 kills so far in this game. Team Plague, they did great earlier on. They showed signs of fantastic strength and maturity in these games. They took a bold move going into shooting range. But it's paid off as you see a bit of a standstill, although definitely the next fight should be between KYS and AEQ. As KYS are outside the circle. How many smoke grenades do they have? How much of a chance are they giving themselves to get in the circle as ATL are there to the south side of KYS? Oh, backfire. Backfire. AEQ making a play, going across the field where they took one team out, giving themselves prime chance to make their way through. As Hollis my apologies. Balance with the AUG, using the wall to his advantage. Play Chia connecting onto KYS. And now Balance looking for any other team that they can get their hands on. We've got 5 teams left. War says gets knocked down. KYS, they made a push to go into the circle. They're just about on the edge, but ATL are right around the corner. Play Gia could cause a bit of an upset. Balance on the backfire. Balance, you are a beast. As backfire and smokes are knocked down. Hollis and Anta, they're holding on to this game by the skin of their teeth. And Shine onto ATL. Shine on, you crazy diamond, with the grenade play. But can the revives come out as they hold on to the edge of the wall? Their hopes and dreams of getting a chicken dinner left to the gods of PUBG Mobile and what they can do the second they cross the wall. Balance. We just can't disregard him. We cannot disregard him at all. Doesn't matter what gun he has. The position he puts himself in as Hollis connects onto play Chia, but can Quattro Get the refrag. It's going to be so important for him to get that done as he does knock down Smokes. Giving him a chance to get the revive. Whiskey's there. Whiskey gets knocked down. Shine is a one-man army. Balance gets knocked down. Just leave him Quattro. Anto's going to go for the push. He gets a squad wipe. Great play by Anto and a team of Team Plague. As we are down to 2 teams. ATL and Team Plague. Team 4. Team Attila. Team 8. Team Plague. It's 3 against 1. Whiskey goes down. Kale healing up. It's not going to last long. Phase A is going to close him out. And Team Plague are going to take this chicken dinner. It's only a matter of time. And Smokes, Hollis and Anto can count their lucky stars. They took an early entry into shooting range towards the end of that game. They fought hard. It looked risky at times when they got pressured so much by the likes of AEQ. But with fantastic play, they get the chicken dinner and 12 kills. Second place is ATL. In third place is AEQ. What a game by Plague. Let me just get out of this game and go on to the big webcam. What a great game 3. What a great ending towards the north side of our angle. Ending up in shooting range. A little bit out in the open with little nooks and crannies. Walls here, walls there. Krebs is here. Krebs is there to protect herself. AQ put in a great performance. So did KYS. We can't disregard what KYS did. But what a game. What a game 3. We've got game 4 coming up for you guys. In the meantime, let's show you what these teams are doing. What teams we have in this Group A. Let's show the point system for you guys. 20 points for a chicken dinner. 14 points for a second place. 10 points for a third place. Going down all the way. And then when you get to that 1 kill, you get 1 point. And the prize pool. What these teams are fighting for. Outside of pride. Outside of pleasure. They're fighting for the guts of $1,000 in prize pool. 500 for first place. 300 for second place. And 150 for third. With some bonus dollars coming out for the player with the most kills and the team with the most votes. That is in the final stage, and final stage alone for those bonus prizes. We will look to take a bit of a break. Grab some water. Go to the toilet. Do what you need to do. And get ready for game 4. Brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation.
Got it like a knight, cause armored ain't alright. Close eyes can stand the sight of you not in my life. 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 Of you not in my life.
It seems so long
go, ladies and gentlemen. Back with Game 4 of the PUBG Mobile Pro EU Tournament Semi-Finals Group A. Brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Helping to bring players, teams, the esports community together. $1,000 prize pool on the line for these teams. Of course, we've had 3 games so far. We've had a Sandhawk, a Miramar, and a Wrangle. What are we going on to next, you might ask? Well, we're going on the snowy mountains of Vikendi. Yes, indeed, it's going to be Vikendi. I'm actually super excited for Vikendi. Personally, Vikendi is actually my favorite map in PUBG and PUBG Mobile. I love it. I love the way it feels. I know there probably is too many compounds, but I really love Vikendi. It's definitely my favorite map, so I'm really excited to see how these teams perform, where they look to land. The hotspots like Winery, Podvosto, Abbey, who's going to be there. Of course, you have Castle. You have the likes of Cement Factory. You know, all of these areas. You have the port area, Dobro, Mesto. All of these areas, depending on the playing trajectory, very accessible. We haven't seen too many crazy playing trajectories as of yet. We've seen a couple of spicy circles though. Definitely excited if we can see something different when it comes to the circle. If we can see something more central. I'd like a very centralized circle. I'd like a circle where all of these teams can really find a spot they call their own and just build up the action. We always like to see a little bit of action in the early parts of the game. Of course, who doesn't? But having that build up and then it all blows up in our faces, damn, that feels good. It's kind of what PUBG Mobile is about. It's a survival game at the end of the day. You gotta pick and choose your moments to fight. You gotta pick and choose your moments to engage on your opponents. Make sure there's no potential of being third-partied. Make sure you're not overextending. So many variables. But let's get into this game. The playing trajectory. Very easy to land in Podvosto. Some would say it's too easy, to be perfectly honest. Some would say it's too easy. Goroko. Mount Kresnik. Kriches. All possible. Then there's Villa. A little bit further down. Cement Factory right in the fiery line of the playing trajectory. Hot Springs and Cantra, as well as Castle. Let's not forget Cosmodrome. Peshkova, Trevno, all on the coastal line. So as we see this plane move forward, the teams are dropping AEQ and BZY, landing in the same spot, that is Kriches. Games Unite Nation having Sababa all to themselves. OBS heading towards Trevno. Peshkovo being occupied by 1.5 teams. Contra, Team 14. Pretty spread nicely, but that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Podvosto, 2 teams. That is Team 12, AEQ, and Team 9. That is the one and only BZY. Team 16 and Team 17. My apologies. I had not moved over. My humble apologies. Team 16 and Team 17. There's, of course, Oops Sorry Gold and Priest Gaming. On the roof, Nuggets goes with his Bison. Uh-oh, Citizen X down the stairs. He knows there's somebody around there. He knows there's somebody in the vehicle right there. He sees Nugget on the roof. Nugget is so low in health. How did he survive that? Absolutely incredible. That will alert the rest of Priest Esports of the location. Sorry guys if I'm missing some early game action. It's hard to catch everything. It's hard to pick and choose the battles to watch. The second I move away from this battle, I guarantee you we could see them going at each other. So I'm a little bit reluctant that Citizen X has gone up the stairs. Nuggets is able to heal himself up. Amir right across the building from Monique. Got any sugar, mate? Sorry, teammate. I only have shotgun. Sorry, neighbor. I only have shotgun bullets. Exactly what Amir Soccer is saying. As you pick the wrong time to go prone, Onique finds it with the UMP, and Amir Soccer is taken out. That leaves, oops, sorry, gold, down to 3 players. As more sprays come out, we also see AEQ and BZY going at each other. AEQ have been taken out. AEQ being taken out. AEQ have been taken out in the early parts of this game 4. Considering the fact that they finished 3rd in the previous game and 1st in game 2, that could cause a bit of an upset in the overall standings. Of course, we'll find out at the end of these 5 games. In the meantime, this fight still continues between Priest Esports and Oops Sorry Gold. It's just a 2-man team of Oops Sorry Gold. We want to see the push coming out from Priest Esports, but you gotta push that man advantage. Okay, peeking. Uzi, Nuggets is there. Also Reprise right behind him. Cover shots. So it's a 3-man push. Great play. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't overextend, Nuggets. Don't overextend. Well, from behind. Great play coming out from Priest initially. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's a 2-man push. It's a 2-man push. But is it going to work? And Nuggets. Sorry I didn't change it in time, my friend. But Nuggets is able to, sorry, should I say, Vahem was able to get the shotgun blow to get the squad wipe. Left Freedom reign with a shotgun blast as Priest Esports add some more kills to their armory. 4 kills in total in the early parts of this game. We haven't talked so much about this phase on Circle, guys. It is kind of central, but it's more on the west side of the map. The river is pretty much out of the question, which is kind of a good thing. But look at all these teams that are on the east side. BE Sports, KYS, Arab Madness, Northern Lights, Bro Red, all have to make their way across. I would not recommend going near Podvosto. Of course, we have the benefit of hindsight. It's a 3-man team of KYS. Moving forward past Hot Springs. Gotta be careful, but Esports is lurking from behind. Also on the southwest, you have Team 15. That is Team 15 is Supreme Gaming, I think. OS. Man, so Okay, so Team 15 is actually Team 16, which is Oops Sorry Gold. And then Oops Sorry Gold was actually Team the Snipers. Okay, cool. Man, it's so hard to remember these team names when the numbers are confused between the graphic and the game. But oh well. We'll look to see how KYS rotate in as Team 16. That is Priest. Have to defend against Bro Red. I do worry about Nuggets. Nuggets is on his own. Has he gone too far forward? He's behind a rock. But you do have the cover. Onik is looking to join Nuggets, but has Onik exposed himself? Will Shifu see him? Onik is behind the pillars. There is a lot of good vision coming out from Priest. Are they using that vision and communication to get the better of Bro? Of course, we'll find out. As there's more action. For the sides, it's Team 8, Team Plague, Team 13, Supreme Gaming, CIS. They clash. We see a couple of members of Team Plague go out. As KYS have rotated quite effectively. KYS going right past the side of Supreme Gaming. They'll have heard the vehicles, but it's not worth it. There is limit there. Limit could do a little bit of work. But either way, yep, the shots are going to go down. Nah, not really going to connect. Oh, it is actually JC of YaLLa Esports actually that's being targeted by the members of Supreme Gaming. CIS. As we hit the 10-minute mark, we see 14 teams left, 45 players. As Bro Red and Priest Esports continue to get close to each other. Nuggets was knocked down. I believe no, Onik is still there. So Nuggets went way far away from the rest of his team and paid the price. He tried being clever going up on the roof, but it's gone against him for now. Vic can confirm the kill, but Onik does get knocked down. That's going to be a kill and a knockdown. A kill and a second knockdown, should I say, for Bro Red, as they look to bounce back after a poor performance in the previous game in Erangel. Now they flank around Shifu and Saitok. Confirm the kill onto Onik, as Priest just realised that it's not worth it. They're going to get the hell out of there. They've lost the battle. But the question is, will they win the war? The war being qualifying for the top 8. Qualifying in the top 8 for the main finals. It could be both of these teams. It could just be one. We'll find out in due time. KYS occupying a nice little compound to the north side of Dino Park, near the centre of the circle. We're going to see the circle has shifted up northwards. So the teams down south, the likes of Supreme Gaming, CIS, the likes of a Team Attila, and then YaLLa Esports going right past. Okay. Sorry, my apologies, guys. It seems to be whenever I spectate somebody in a vehicle, the game decides to freeze. Can I rejoin the game? No way! No, 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 no! Can I not rejoin the game? Are you serious? Come on, man. You let me join the game before. Come on, come on. Please, 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 please. Oh, no. This could be a big fat rip, guys. This could be a big fat rip indeed. Man. Okay. Looks like oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. PUBG Mobile, come on. Can I... Let's just try again. Rip, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know what happened. Look, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go onto essentially a hiatus slash break. You know, until game 5. Unfortunately, until then, there is an Arabic stream as well, which you can find, as far as I know, in the description. In the meantime, I'm gonna put up. I'll put on this, and I'll go on a break. I'll go on to be right back. I do apologize, guys. I do not know why that happened. Last time I froze the previous game, it did allow me to rejoin, but it didn't on this one. I'm anxious to see what the results of the game was as well. So don't go away or join the Arabic stream and come back for game 5 in the Pro EU PUBG Mobile tournament, sponsored by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation.
We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time. All my friends in the loop, making up for teenage crime. We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time. All my friends in the loop, making up for teenage crime. Making up for teenage crime. Making up for teenage crime. We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time. All my friends in the loop, making up for teenage crime. We don't sleep when the sun goes down. We don't waste no precious time. All my friends in the loop, making up for teenage crime. Making up for teenage crime. Making up for teenage crime.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got about 100 on you to blow. I got about 100 on me and Mo. Look at the glow. If you can see, we be chopping more cheese than you get at the stove. I throw it up, I can put on a show. We pull it up and we making it flow. Nothing but bottles, you looking for models, but we make it rain on strippers for the snow. Fuck all that nice shit, get the price list. Let me see what you're working with. I want everything on it. If you can supply it, I'll buy it and give you a nice tip. All my niggas is up on that fly shit. When you see us pull up, it's the right whip. And we locking down anything moving, so you better freeze. We squeeze with a tight grip. It's 235, 235. If I make it home, then I'm staying alive. Nothing on me but the smell of victory and pride. That's why I'm keeping it alive. We keep it fly when everyone don't. And niggas could try, but I know that they won't. You better be ready, I'm on it heavy. And I'm stacking that fetty, cause fuck being broke. I ain't got no time for these broke dimes. If you watching my every move, see me about 4 miles on that dope line. After that, we can get a room, but never assume. You think you can try. It's nothing but goons and they ready to die. Cold as a drink, if you blink, then my niggas get hotter than summer in June and July. Soon as we hit the club and party up, Bacardi in the cup, then back to the truck. Trying to dip before it gets lit and buff. These dudes is tough. If they start shooting duck, yeah. Even if they shoot at us, it's too much. That's why we stay cool as fuck. I ain't moving. Even if the two is stuck, you talk about old beef like it's new to us. Well, where the fuck is the gang? Bring out them things. Put it up high to the sky, let it bang. Squatters on deck and they swinging they chains. A couple of necks and they all wanna hang. Speaking in slang, I'm seeing the scam. Trying to pull up, but we keeping the bands. End of the night, we might get a bite, then the shots to the back as we making them sang. Raw pipe all night, a couple pulls and now they.
Where's my trophy? It is so far on my running. Do you feel me? Can you see me in my pocket? I think it's time to switch it up.
shows me how you threw away what we had. Laugh at all your jokes, but they're the worst. Went from a blessing to a curse. If only I could disappear for a while. Oh no, I was happier before, when I thought we could both fall in love. But now the magic is gone. Oh, now the pressure is on me. Don't think I can take this no more. I just want you to leave, 'cause this is just out of control. No, I don't feel myself lately. No, I don't want you to be near. I know I'm a liar. Oh, I'm just so scared of the truth. I know that I'll never be brave enough to say to you, I'm better off without you here. I wish that you could just erase me.
What's up, guys? Apologies once again for anybody that stuck around for that huge break. I wouldn't have minded if you had left, and I apologize about that. We are back. The last game is finished. I am waiting for any kind of results on who finished where in that Vikendi game. And it's the game that I was really looking forward to, because it was Vikendi and it's my favorite map. And like, I'm suffering as much as you because I couldn't even see the result. It's not like I could see it and I couldn't stream it. I couldn't see it. But we are into the last game of the day. We are going back to Erangel, where it all began, so to speak, in the world of PUBG and PUBG Mobile. Of course, when you look at some of the great contenders to get into the top 8, I would say right now, when we look at the group listings, got to be the likes of AEQ, Equilibrium, TAS Esports. They've had 2 great results. Northern Lights, I feel, have done pretty well. Bro Red have been a bit inconsistent, but also very dangerous at the same time. I'd imagine their points have been pretty good. You also have extra quality team. Team 6. Team Plague. They've looked pretty good. Attila as well. Team Attila. Game 1 they got 2nd place. And in game 3 they got 2nd place. So there's that level of consistency there. Priest Gaming also looked very dangerous in their own regard. Of course, time will tell. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. This is the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament Semi-Finals Group A, sponsored by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Gamers Unite Nation. Bringing you a prize pool of $1,000. $500 for first place. $300 for second place. And then, of course, $150 for third place. With some very special prizes for the player with the highest kills. And then the team with the highest votes in the final stage. That'll be coming up for you guys. We are waiting a minute or two. Few minutes just to see what will happen as far as getting this game underway. If you've just joined us, welcome to the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Please support YaLLa Esports. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Because the more support the likes of YaLLa Esports get, the more likely they're gonna give the support back. So thank you very much to YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. We are getting into this game. Like I said, we're going back to a wrangle for the last game of the evening. I don't necessarily know what the point standings are overall, so I don't know which team are where. I was just giving you a bit of an idea on what teams do potentially look strong based on the results that I have. I don't even know who finished in the top 3 of the last game in Vikendi, because my game decided to have a gigantic poop freeze. Wouldn't let me join back in. Feels absolutely bad, man. But we're back on track. We're into the last game of the day. We're going to be starting in the next 5 seconds. So let's get the show on the road. We see the playing path is going from the east to the west towards the north side of the circle. Military base, out of the question. Milda is possible, but you're going to have to get vehicles if you want to get there. There's Rosshawk, School, very much in contention. I haven't seen any team really drop heavily towards, let's say, Slalbar and loot around there and even head towards Kameshki. But just as I say, that Team 3, that is Gamers Unite Nation, has decided to drop and head towards Kameshki. So they've landed towards Kameshki, gone for that split drop. You do also have a good few teams landing in Rosshawk. 2 teams so far between Rosshawk and School. Team 10. That is, of course, OBS Eternal, and Team 17. That is the Snipers. Who's going to come out on top between these 2 teams in Rosshawk? Let's look at how these other teams are going. We did, of course, forget to mention Lipovka has been overtaken by Arab Madness Team 1. Team 9, which is, of course, BZY, are just below from them. FCell with the shotgun already looking for a couple of shots. As Priest, they did the same thing in the previous Orango game. They made their way towards Milta Power. You also have BZY looking and going around the same area. Then, of course, you have George Poole. We haven't even talked about that, but we're going to have to trace it on to Team 10 and Team 17. Dead Silence, put under a little bit of health, as Arab is doing his best to survive. Amr Shocker was taken down early on. Yasser and Sharif, just the 3 members left standing. Gonna have to hold on to their position and get away from OBS sooner rather than later. Citizen X is a little bit on his own. Sorry, not Citizen X, I mean Amir Yasser is a little bit on his own. Isolated from the rest of his team and very close by. Amir Yasser being very careful. He's prone down. He's gone out of that roof. Going down to safety. Looking to join the rest of his team. Very wise choice indeed. Got to keep the team together as a three-man team. You lose on early on, it's not the worst thing in the world. From across the road, Vox DC is looking for those shots. Amir Yasser put down to below half health. Let's see what's going on in George Pool. As you see two teams. That is Bro Red and Team 15. That is Oops. Sorry, Gold. Turman put down to low health. He's got the car 98. We know what Bro can do. They're so not afraid to fight. It's not even funny. It's not even funny how much Bro are not afraid to fight. As a car 98 from Turman. He's too obvious. Too obvious in his position. Too obvious. Too predictable right now. He needs to reposition himself. Too much focus towards his direction, especially by Shifu. But they seem to be ignoring it a little bit. Loot up. Smoke up. Get up. And move in. Move forward. Phase 1 circle, guys. It is towards the likes of Rozhawk, George Pool. It's very open-ended. Definitely not going to be a military finish. Could be towards Pachinki, Gaka. The river is still in play, guys. Remember the first game of Erangel. It was very much occupied in the north towards the Phase 4, Phase 5. Which gave the teams that went up in that direction that extra little bit of advantage. AEQ, they moved towards the edge of Rozhawk from Ruins and Watertap, spread out quite evenly. And now as AEQ, should I say, extra quality game, edge closer towards the houses of South George, away from the crates. They spot eyes on the two teams that are there. That is Bro Red and Oops Sorry Gold. DP28 in the hands of Pastor. With that scope. Ready to fire the shots off. He has a level 2 helmet. Level 2 vest. With plenty of meds on his side. And painkillers. Although 0 energy drinks. Not the worst thing in the world. The rest of his team driving a little bit further away. They've gone for a bit of a 2-2 split. Could be heading towards hospital. Zarki is occupied by Team 18. That is Shark Kings. Then you do have YaLLa Esports. Team 14 on the North George. KYS now rotating in between School and Pachinki. Shots being fired by OBS Eternal. This isn't a bad spot with those vehicles for KYS to occupy. It's a little bit out in the open, and you can see right now they are pinched between AEQ and OBS. Now they go closer. AEQ are ready. AEQ are ready for them, guys. They're pushing a little bit more forward outside of Watertown. They are a little bit out in the open. KYS, they do have those buildings. That means Quattro is just going to be prone down looking to spot. And he does fire off with the SLR. Is that SLR? Yeah, it is the SLR. I was right with the noise of the gun. Very quiet in the early parts of this game. 64 players, 17 teams. Gamers Unite Nation going for a bit of a split drop, but this fight is still going on as Quattro throws a grenade. Will that connect? It's very, very close. Until war is... Kobe connects and does a little bit of damage on him. You gotta say it's a bit of a risky position for War Says to be in, unless he gets some kind of backup support from the rest of his team. XR is there, Shine is there, your dad is in the background. Could this be the bait by War Says? Of course, only time will tell as the standoff between these two teams on either side of the road continues on. Northern Lights and Gamers Unite Nation are connecting onto each other. We've lost a member of Gamers Unite Nation. Something to be aware of down the line in this game. Another Kobe is being thrown out by Quattro. Can this one land? Or is he behind the rock? Quattro with the knockdown on the War Says, and now Nurse goes behind in the water to try and confirm that kill with support from Quattro. Great communication and play by War Says, by the whole of AEQ, should I say. But they don't want... There you go. Confirm prone down. Confirm prone down. Just stay protected. Do not allow the refrag to come through. Great play by AEQ. Unbelievable. So impressed by them. There's a reason why they've gotten a chicken dinner and a third place in 2 out of the 4 games so far as we head into the last game. As we are in the last game of the day, you've got EQ. They're split up in a 2-2 split. Heading right towards Bro Red. They've got Hospital, the high ground, looking down over the likes of Bro Red. Chok with the car 98. And then X team onto KYS. That's going to be KYS being put under even more pressure. Shine is the only one that's left standing. Let's head on over to this fight between these two teams. Play Chiha was knocked down, but he will get revived up. Shots. Nurses behind. Honestly, I'm so impressed by AEQ. The way they position themselves around. There's some weaknesses there, but it's very, very strong. And they've got the frag potential. As Shine takes it on and goes down, leaving your dad left standing. Is your dad going to become your mom? To quote the famous Maxman. Put down to very low health. He's going to be swarmed on and squad wiped. AQ, 4 kills for them and the squad wipe. So simple, but so effective. Thank you so much, Big Red GG, for the raid. My apologies, guys. It's a 5-minute delay as we lose another member of Gamers Unite Nation. I don't even know how many players are left of Gamers Unite. There are none. Gamers Unite have been wiped out. They go down, leaving us with 15 teams outstanding as YaLLa Esports. There you go. There you go. Render through Digger into Runes. They stay out of trouble as the team of Supreme Gaming CIS. They will have heard. They will know what's going on and where they've gone. Oh, BS stayed in school, or the hill outside school in between Roshock and school. Looking for the other S2, that is Team Plague. Just going to continue taking shots in the direction of any team going by as all these rotations coming through. EQ and Bro Red I like it. Knocked down. And now Bro Red are going to look to try and push forward. Oh, the punches come down from side hook. Toxic as hell, but you gotta love it. Just leaving Hamia Chok left standing is like he's just going to try and crawl away, but that ain't going to last. And he's going to be very careful. Is he going to go for the punch out? Toxic. That's going to go through. Bro Red getting more kills in their favor as Ruins is going to be a heavily contested area. I don't like it. To be honest, you don't really want to stay in Ruins. You might want to crawl around the edge of it, but you don't want to be inside Ruins too much, because it makes it so hard to get out. And right now there's 2 teams inside Ruins and the castle above it. Bit Esports and Arab Madness. SL going around it. The grenade by Bubble does connect and pushes SL back. You also have Fax on it in a different position, as well as the fact that you have Team Plague in the background. You gotta be careful of the third party potentially coming through. Great grenades all around to push each other back. There you go, the third party coming through from Team Plague, knocking down JC. I predicted it, boys and girls. Gotta watch your backs in the world of PUBG Mobile. Will he be able to crawl away to safety? I think he will. For now. Oh, Fax on it looking for Mexico. And Bubble being put down to low health while he's trying to go for the revive. And the smoke grenade's helping to keep his dreams alive and get the revive off. This has got to be the chance for Arab Madness to push forward. But Bubble was knocked with the Car 98. JC is going to lose his life, leaving Fax on it. The only one standing for Bit Esports. Back away, not today. Player, but he finds Playboy. Ooh, is this going to be a sneaky kill? Can he confirm it? To at least get a point for his side and take the pressure off just a tiny bit. Come on, there you go. Oh, and he pays the price from behind, from a distance. That is going to be Supreme Gaming CIS ending the hopes and dreams of Bit Esports in the final game of Group A semi-finals. As Priest hold the high ground. We saw it center up a little bit, but the river is still in play in this circle. The blue zone is closing, and we're going to see the next exposure, next entity of this circle as SK fighting up against Team 7. Northern Lights, the winners of game 1 of today. They started with a chicken dinner. They want to end with a chicken dinner, but a trade-off in the knockdowns as Tofu Boy knocked down. The Headache is going to look to try and get the revive. Oh! Driving away! Shark Kings just going, you know what? I want to try and get away. But it doesn't work out for them in the end. And Shark Kings go out. They're going to end up in the bottom of the sea with all the other fishies, and Northern Lights will be up at the stars. That's it. We've confirmed the next phase, the next circle. It is going to be down the south of the river. Priest. Team 16. Priest Gaming looking in a strong position. Bro Red still by South George have taken down a couple of players. They've gotten 6 kills already in this game. That is ridiculous. As Team 13, Supreme Gaming CIS looking for B, Z, Y, and the connection is found by Hitachi as he pushes forward. Don't overextend. Make sure you got the support from the rest of your team. The likes of Crystal, Toxic, and Limit. But Limit is a little bit further away. I doubt he can see too much. Try hard. Knocked down, but he's not out as the smokes fly out by BZY to try and get the revive off and keep them as a full squad on the west edge of this circle. I was expecting Supreme Gaming CS to be a little bit more aggressive with that play, with that push after a knockdown, but they're respecting their opponents. And they're looking to think about the middle of the circles. Toxic pushes his way through. Crystal Lemon behind there, a little bit split up as Northern Lights look to go in to the circle, driving into those vehicles. They're on the edge of Everest, as our bro Red. Oh my god, this is going to be madness in Everest between these two teams. As Shifu just drives away. They're going to ignore the shots by Northern Lights and find a spot on top of Everest, and the Headache finds Shifu then finally. And the kill is going to be confirmed, but not quite before Headache is put down to low health by the other members of Bro Red and finds Discrum. Now Exotic and Saitok, they want to keep Shifu alive. They want to use her as a bait. The grenade goes out. The revive comes out onto Discrum, leaving themselves a 4-man team. But they got the low ground. The high ground for Bro Red could pay dividends for them if they get the grenades off in the right direction. Thunder ends Shifu's life, leaving it down to a 4v3 confirmed. Prianic trying to find the angles from the side of the mountain. BZY also joining in on the fun. 3-team edge of circle on the edge of Everest. Will Bro Red be able to survive it? It's going to get crazy. Onyx and Anubis. My god, BZY. They're putting the pain on the bros fight in the last game of the day. Smokes go out. Revive's looking to be secure, but Raucus on the side hook. The party's being started by BZY, but who will end it? As Discrim pushes forward, they spot the opportunity to drive on and get the better of Bro Red. But End is there. Exec is the last one standing. They get taken out. Bro Red go out in 12th place. But Northern Lights are going to get engaged on by BZY. Discrim so low in health. Trunder is knocked down. Piranic is there in the distance trying to find the cover fire and leave the chance for Northern Lights to go forward. But no, the knockdown comes down. Discrim is knocked out. Will they be able to crawl in time for the revives to come through? But nobody is there. The play zone ends a member of BZY before he can heal up in time, because it is phase 4. Nobody confirmed the kill. Will he be able to get down Piranic? Just one man left standing for Northern Lights. This is ridiculously close on the edge of Everest. This shouldn't even be happening. It's not even that good of a spot when it was on the edge of the circle. And they'll each have to make their way down, whoever survives. As Piranic does manage to get the revive on the Trunder. And Discrim, leaving them as a 3-man team. How the BZY Anubis! I spoke too soon! The grenade came out and knocks down Discrim once again. They've got to get away from those smokes. I know they're there to provide cover fire, but it just becomes too easy. Trunder, protect yourself. Stay safe. Do not get too exposed. Nobody is out of the blue zone. As Anubis and Tryhard, they occupy the high ground by the rock. Finds Trunder. Trunder gets knocked down. Discrim and Piranic still there. And a return knockdown onto Tryhard leaves Anubis and nobody flanking around. Can he find Piranic? Or Piranic will be able to respond? Great play come out from Piranic to get a second knockdown. Just as he thought it was going to be the end for Northern Lights, they turn it around. That's what you get for being a little bit too passive and not taking your opportunities. BZY will live and relive these moments if they don't survive this fight, as nobody now is on the low ground. the final alive member for BZY as the Blue Zone closes in. We're down to 31 players and 11 teams. Great play by Tyrannic. Truder, can he get healed up in time as Tyrannic pushes forward? Nobody's down. So low in health. And he faces damage from the Blue Zone. Oh my god, just like that, he gets a knockdown. But Trunder comes in and gets a final kill. And BZY go down, they're wiped. And it's just Trunder left standing for Northern Lights, as he has to try and go down the hill of Everest, cross the road and get into the circle. One has got to say that's not going to last long, as we look to now turn our attentions on towards the teams that are inside the circle. Arab Madness outside the ruins. They were able to get out of the castle area with the help of the likes of S2 earlier on in this game. But the shots are flying forward. Curious as to what will happen with Truder as he goes down just as I say it. Caster Curse, my friends. Caster Curse's ABS onto Attila. Attila got 2 great performances in this set of games so far in the semi-finals. Group A of the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. Priest Gaming looking to invade and cover and hold on to where AEQ are. AEQ, they have to make their way into the circle. It's in the open. What vehicles have they got? And Priest, for all the passion they have for PUBG Mobile, are defending this compound vehemently away from the likes of AEQ and of course Team Plague even in the background. There's the other S2, Supreme Gaming CIS, still pushing forward. And let's not forget about OBS. Not afraid to push their way into the circle. They got to cross the road. They've got a little bit of time. It's 35 seconds until this circle closes in. We're at the 26-minute mark. Phase 5 is in front of us, guys. We've got 7 teams up and 24 players. That is a hell of a lot of players for Phase 5, in my opinion, in this open season. As Mexico from Arab Madness returns the frag, returns a knockdown that was handed to FCell as he crawls his way to the safety of his teammate. Hopefully the opportunity to get the revive will pay off for him. But you can't count out Team Plague and what they can do, as AEQ still continue to try and find a way into the circle. It seems like they want to go around. Priest Gaming wouldn't be a bad shout at this part of the game, to be perfectly honest. Now the Blue Zone is closing in. Ho ho ho, OBS are joining in. Reprosa goes down. The grenades are flying out. It's like a mini red zone right now. Great play by Priest. Priest Gaming taking advantage of the push and the grenades that they let loose onto their opponents as the vehicle blows up. Arab dancing around the building. It was only a matter of time. It's just that one man left standing as they hunt their prey. They got to be careful of course, the one and only AEX's Viham does confirm the squad wipe. And Priest get more kills, 7 in total. That has given AEX an opportunity to get into the circle away from where Priest Gaming were. But they are pinched now in between Team Plague and Priest Gaming, as the northwest edge of the circle is occupied by S2. That is Supreme Gaming CIS, but Arab Madness stopping their push with a knockdown. 5 teams left standing, 18 players. Phase 6 has gone in the favor of both Supreme Gaming CIS and Priest Gaming. The hardest push has to come from Team Plague. They're out in the open. They've got Arab Madness in front of them, and they are outside of the circle greatly. as Priest Gaming put down to low health with the grenades flying out by AEQ. Play Chia X Team looking for the team of Priest Gaming. They want to stake another chicken dinner. They want to eat it. They're hungry for more. In the 29-minute mark of this game, Mexico gets knocked down by one of the players of Supreme Gaming CIS. This isn't letting up, guys. It's all to play for. What goes around comes around as grenades fly from one direction and then they fly from the opposite direction. Z2 avoiding our managers, but they play right in the hands of AEQ. Nurse was knocked down from behind and was taken out as Quattro turns his attention onto Team Plague, but they get away from it, giving more space to Team Plague. It's exactly what they need to do, but no! Toxic from up above knocks down Halls, leaving Antha the only one left standing for Team Plague, and Toxic and Halls ends it. Antha is just left standing now as AEQ and Priest Gaming, they continue the onslaught against each other as Onique knocks down, but the return of the X Team. Priests who have the advantage from a man point of view. Have they wasted all their grenades? What have they got in their back pockets to throw? The Molotov comes out. It just about avoids X Team. The revival come through onto Quattro. Push forward, Priest. Make it your own. A grenade comes out and Priest Gaming get the better of AEX. AEX now down in... AEX? AEX? No, sorry, my apologies. The camera moved and I thought AEX were out. I spoke too soon, but Quattro's knocked down. Play Chia, he pushes away, but he's gonna be pinched so heavily, and now AEX are down. Priest Gaming, they're gonna have to turn their attention on to the team of Supreme Gaming. CIS, limit down to very low health. Vahan pushes forward. Repriso from behind, he gets taken down by Antha. Antha was able to benefit from being in the blue zone, but can he push forward? I don't know. No, he goes down. Nuggets was able to get the job done and keep the dream alive for Priest Gaming in the final game of Group A in the semi-final stages of the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Tournament, brought to you by YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation. It comes down to these two teams. Itachi knocked down. Nuggets, he wants to confirm it. No, Itachi wasn't knocked down. Now he is. Crystal, he goes down, and Priest Gaming, they take the chicken dinner on the last game of the day. What a game by Priest Gaming. Ridiculous coming out from them in the end. They held on to that compound just outside the ruins for so long. Defended against the likes of AEX. Defended against the likes of, Supreme Gaming CIS. They also survived against so many other teams around them. The kills speak for themselves. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 kills for Priest Gaming. In the last game of the day, in second place was Supreme Gaming CIS with 10 kills for their side. Arab Madness in third place with 1 kill. Once again, a team in the top 3 with only 1 kill. Go for the placing points is always a good shout, but don't let yourself rely on it as a team. The other S2, Team Plague in 4th place with 3 kills. AEQ, the team that won a chicken dinner and got in a 3rd place, ending up in 5th place with 5 kills. They will not be complaining too much about that result. OBS in 6th place with 2 kills. The Snipers in 7th place with 3 kills. Extra Quality Gaming not living up to their namesake, only finishing in 8th place with 0 kills. ATL in 9th. Northern Lights in 10th. They did get a bunch of kills though for their efforts, for their troubles. Getting 10 kills for 9 kills. 14 kills for Northern Lights. BZY getting 2 kills and finishing 11th place. 12th place of Bro getting 6 kills, and in 13th place was OS. In 14th place was SK. In 15th place was Bit Esports. In 16th place then was Gamers Unite Nation. Guys, that was the end of the Pro EU PUBG Mobile Group A semi-finals. What a crazy set of games. I don't know who's qualified. The scores will be coming out soon. I don't think in time for me to announce it, so I'll be giving you some information on where to find out about these results. Please do follow Pro EU PUBG Mobile on Twitter. Follow YaLLa Esports on Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, feel free to hit me with a follow. You know what? I don't mind if you don't, as long as you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much to YaLLa Esports and Gamers Unite Nation for sponsoring this tournament. Let's remind you of the teams that played in these last 5 games of the semi-final Group A. The likes of Arab Madness, Bro Red, Gamers Unite Nations, Team Attila, One Soul Alpha, Extra Quality Team, Northern Lights, Team Plague, BZY, OBS Eternal, KYS Hypothesis, Equilibritas Esports CIS, Supreme Gaming CIS, Bit Esports, Oops, Sorry Gold, Priest Gaming, The Snipers, and Shark Kings. Those were your 18 teams, my apologies, that participated in today's games. Only 8 teams will move on through to the finals stage. And who will they potentially be up against? Well, let's have a look at Group B. The teams that will be in Group B tomorrow's stream, which will be streamed by the wonderful Maxman on his Twitch channel, and once again on the YaLLa Esports YouTube channel. The likes of Team Unique, Dream Eaters, Team GQ, Myth, The Feel, Relentless Fire, Divine Vendetta, Crow Crowd, Heroes X, Istanbul Wildcats, Kings Team, MVP Gaming, Friday the 13th, Arriva Dirty, Unicorns of Love EU, Bro Black, Hate Gaming EU, and Supreme Gaming EU will be your 18 teams in Group B tomorrow. On that note, gonna have to give one final shout out to you guys, the viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting PUBG Mobile, whether it's playing a game, whether it's watching a stream, whether it's raiding somebody, whether it's helping out, whether it's being part of the community in some way, shape or form. Thank you so much. My name is Imperium. It's time for me to go. If you have any feedback for me, feel free to hit me up. Follow me on Twitter if you want to, at EVT_Imperium. Be appreciated. Reach out to me. Love being part of this community. I love esports. I love PUBG Mobile. And on that note, don't forget tomorrow at the same time, that is 1900 CET, 7 PM Central European Time, 6 PM British Standard Time. Be there or be square. Have a great night all.